Join me as I try to craft the most irresistible headline and see if I can grab your attention. You know, as content creators and marketers, we're constantly trying to get our message across, to grab the attention of our audience, and to make them engage with our content. And it all starts with a headline. A great headline can make all the difference between someone clicking on your article or video or them scrolling right past it. The thing is, we're living in a crowded digital landscape. Every day, millions of articles, videos, and social media posts are being published online. And that's a lot of noise. So, when you're trying to get your message across, it's easy to get lost in the crowd. Your headline is often the only thing that stands between your content and your audience. If it's not grabbing, if it's not compelling, you're going to get ignored. Creating headlines that stand out is a challenge many of us face. You spend hours crafting the perfect article or video, and then you slap on a headline that you think is okay, but it's not really doing justice to your content. And then you don't get the engagement you were hoping for. It's frustrating, right? You start to wonder if your content is even worth creating. But here's the thing, ineffective headlines can have serious consequences. Not only do they affect your engagement numbers, but they can also impact your brand's reputation. If your headlines are consistently misleading or uninteresting, people are going to start to lose trust in your brand. And that's a hard thing to recover from. So, what makes a headline irresistible? Well, for one, it's all about emotional triggers. You want to create a headline that evokes an emotion, whether it's curiosity, excitement, or even outrage. You also want to make sure your headline is clear and specific. You don't want to confuse your audience or make them wonder what your content is about. Take, for example, a headline like, "You won't believe what happens when you eat this one food." That's a headline that grabs your attention, right? It's got an emotional trigger, surprise, curiosity, and it's specific about what you're going to learn. Another key element of an irresistible headline is specificity. You want to make sure your headline clearly communicates what your content is about and what value it offers. A headline like, "How to lose 10 pounds in 1 week" is specific, it's clear, and it's compelling. But here's the thing, there's no one-size-fits-all formula for creating irresistible headlines. What works for one audience may not work for another. That's why testing and tweaking are so important. You need to try out different headlines, see what works, and adjust accordingly. The ultimate strategy for crafting compelling headlines is to know your audience inside and out. What are their pain points? What are their interests? What motivates them? When you understand your audience, you can create headlines that speak directly to them. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try out different headline styles, different wording, different lengths. See what works and what doesn't. And always keep your audience in mind. In conclusion, creating irresistible headlines is a crucial part of content creation and marketing. By understanding your audience, using emotional triggers, clarity, and specificity, and testing and tweaking your headlines, you can create headlines that grab attention and drive engagement. So, what are some of your favorite headlines? Share them with me in the comments below. And if you're looking for more tips on content creation, be sure to check out my other videos.